This is a more motley crew of companions than you're used to. This profane group facing a crucible, a trial for them to overcome. The Tangle is first, and while you're often reluctant to begin dangerously, the Dreaming General is a test worth taking. Best to press on. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sloki Orin here. And we'll get dived in. Thank you again to you, Fairy Taller or Taylor, for suggesting the Profane Crucible.
War.
And we are in it to win it.
Only resignation.
All right, there's the lair, and there's like a trillion. There's a trillion academic studies, but none of the ones we want. So unfortunately, we can't hit the Oasis and hit. Can't hit the
choice. At least
okay.
it should be.
We'll follow the party's recommendation here. We can't hit the Oasis and hit the lair, but I think we'll just go up the right side here.
The loathing.
Oh, the cat did not like that. Hope everyone's doing well out there as we
I regret ever buying
get stuck in here. Combat items or combat items and a quirk. Okay, we'll do combat items and a quirk. Death Seeker, not my favorite, but otherworldly fragments are quite good. Not as exciting as they would be on some characters. Actually, I want you to have those. But definitely worth doing. That is 2 wheels. Now, we do have the cat to restore. That's all 3 wheels. Ooh. I don't think we can do that. Yeah, there we go. We do have the cat to restore them because we do have a road gear equipped.
They need your
but that's still probably a little too much risk. Alrighty.
A master stroke.
Well, that was a really good start. Nice. Already shaping up quite nicely. Oh, double nice. +2 damage. Next finale skills +4 damage. I mean, it's about as good as it gets, right?
Excellent work.
Wow, so in my previous episode, I was feeling a little bit unsure about this formation, but now that I'm like seeing this in action, this feels. I mean, granted, we have the Tangle book, which does sort of color our perception a little bit, but this formation actually feels quite strong. Like the Jester is really well positioned to move, and a Maniac Flagellant doesn't care as much about positioning. The Abomination, even without transforming, is getting it done. We don't need to beat these guys up. Yeah, I'd rather keep my light up. Oh, we got some more cat food. That's fun. You have my cat food, right? Yeah. Apply effects based on Stagecoach gear. And currently we have road gear and luxury, so we get -1 stress and either a wheel or a armor. So, in theory we could have we didn't have to worry about the double wheel hit. But I find that it's best not to invite that trouble. Fight. Ooh. I don't really want to. Yeah. Don't really want him to pick up a vulnerable. I am concerned about the Flagellant a little bit, just because I'm so used to running him as a Scourge. And I'm concerned that the flagellant will end up with lower HP than I'm used to, but we shall see. Just get him down immediately. Do have to remember that Harvest is not applying bleeds anymore. It's just dealing damage and triggering my finale to heal my Jester for some damage. We're just gonna finale this guy. Nice. Good start. Nice. Oh, perfect. The Jester not having that speed is also kind of relevant. Perfect. All according to plan.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Now we sepsis and heal to full and give him a taunt token, which is not really much of a barricade, considering he's already the only enemy left. That felt pretty good. Just as I say that, the Jester gets hit for 1 trillion. Oh, but we do get to... Oh, we can't Weird Reconstruction. Oh, no, here's what we do. Because Absolution is equipped. No, we're running him as a Fiend, that's right. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. I was briefly trying to remember if I'd put him in as the other one that lets him heal people. But sadly not. That's fine, though.
Supplies this way, if you can make it.
If I can make it, there's just some wheels.
Resigned to the end of things, they waited for death.
And they still
And
wait.
still they wait.
Collect our loot here. Not bad. Blistering Bugle. Suppose that is a trinket. Not super exciting, but it is something. But while we're heading to the lair here, want to thank you, Fairy Tailer, again, for recommending this formation. And if there's a formation you'd like to see next, leave a comment down below with which one of the named formations you'd like to see.
And wretchedness. Prepare
There's
yourself.
plenty of options, that's for sure. Alrighty. We get greedy. Ah, we min-rolled too many damages for that. We do mitigate some damage with Shambling Thrust, at least. But unfortunately, this guy's about to get shot for... or shoot for a bunch. Double kill. Sure, we'll take the opportunity to Absolution. Ah, you're supposed to dodge that, bruv. Did manage to dodge one. Blight, perfect.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Still can't weird reconstruction because we need target to be below 50. Nothing really to stall for, so we'll just end it. Ooh. Double Arbalist into the night. Can't say it's my favorite thing. We'll make sure to down at least one of the Arbalists. And set the Jester up to get pretty big here. Unfortunately, I think he just unguards, yeah. Bit of a waste of a finale, but getting rid of that guy is kind of plot relevant here. Ouchie. Alright, well, we're definitely going to get to Sepsis here. Man, healing for 33 feels pretty good, I'll tell you that much. We'll go for another finale. Why not? Critical heal for 81. That's what we're talking about. Oh, lame. Why would you unguard again? That's just being lame. Sucks to spend that HP, but we need to end this fight.
An unavoidable end.
Alrighty. Removes after 5 rounds. I don't remember if that tooltip was there last time. Compress kit's worth getting as well. Clenching Claws and Reverberating Readout. This is not really good for what we're trying to do, but Clenching Claws and Reverberating Readout are both incredibly powerful trinkets. Definitely want both of them, particularly because I believe the Flagellant...
Undying.
Oh no, none of them are... maybe the... Maybe it's not going to be as good as I hoped here. Well, let's go ahead and get this guy ticking for as much as possible. Crit token, we definitely like to see that. And we are going big. Maybe just
Any
start with a
being,
maul.
however horrid, can be brought to heel.
Nah, we're just raking all day, every day. That is a lot of damage. Don't need to sepsis yet, so we'll just punish. Ah, you're supposed to dodge that. So it begins. Keep stacking up that bleed. Ooh. I'd rather land this as a crit.
Lethality writ large.
Sure. Wow, that was a bad roll on that finale.
Well done.
Alright, well, the Jester thankfully has a block plus token that he immediately loses. Continue to send this stuff downrange. Do need to keep removing the roots here. Oof. 26. Gonna remove that and then Deathless up the Jester to at least make him a little bit more okay. Gonna harvest and get the... Oh. Oh, never mind. We got lucky there. Alrighty. We're likely to have a meltdown here. There's not a lot we can do to avoid it. That's okay. Well, there's things I could do to avoid it, but there's not things I want to do to avoid it. I should clarify here. I'd love the sepsis, but I do need to do that. Man! Second time we failed to dodge that. Once again, not punished. Are we just racing? %. Yeah. Yep, that's okay. Alright, now unfortunately we do have to end that. In fact, we can manacles here. That's Death's Door, at least. Full growths recede. Oh, thank God. Okay. Ooh. Attaboy, Walter. Clutch hitter. That's a nice thing to have. Okay, thankfully. Whew. I think we just end the fight. Could heal the flagellant, but we'll just end the fight. Alright, that got a little bit squirrely there.
The loathing abates.
Whew. Made it a little bit sketchy there, but I think we did okay overall. Pop in some stuff. I mean, reverberating readout. Actually, put that on you, because your speed's never going to be low enough to get locked in place. Do that. That. Fine with you getting a bit bigger. Now, we do have to have another fight here. But, whew. Didn't get to shout it out as much, but you, Fairy Taller, with the huge 81-point heal. Definitely getting some work done with that. All right. We're going to pretty aggressively feed the cat. We're probably taking a crit or something nasty here, but I don't think I can worry about that. I have to get the stress down. There we go. Readout doing its job. Why not? Let's solo it. And heal him to full. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. That's triple what we wanted to see. Or double what we want to see. Sadly, not triple. Alright, so he's dead. You're dead.
A trivial worry.
Oof. Team are sniping at each other, unfortunately.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
For what it's worth, we don't kill the Dreaming General without the book. That book was super relevant to taking down the Dreaming General. But that's the reason we went there. Though I guess, to come to think of it, if I'd just seen that loot table, I absolutely would have gone for it anyway. Trait? Yeah, sure. Martyr? Okay. Not really what I was looking for, but, you know, work with what we got here. Meow. Cat is not pleased. Right, now we finish out with a nice, calm altar fight where hopefully we can stabilize the Jester's stress a little bit. Need this Herald to die quickly. The Altar of Denial. We'll do the stress on a later turn.
A brilliant conclusion.
Good start. Probably good to get the Jester out of range of that. So that's the altar dead. That's you gone as well. And why not? We'll just tank. We'll just fully tank up here.
Lethality writ large.
Whoa. That was a lot of stress gain. Wasn't really what we were looking for. Once again, I'm not transforming into the Fiend, though here it's slightly different, because I think in the previous run with the Fiend, I couldn't, mostly because I was, like, just not good opportunities. Here, I'd specifically because my stress is so dang high. I just can't... I can't afford to pick up more stress. Go ahead and Absolution just because we can. Alright, there we go. One down. And we're just going to sepsis this problem away if we can. Oh, maybe not. No, we will sepsis this problem away because we just do that. Okay. Okay, that was good. Very weak finale, but that's okay. 'Cause it does successfully end the fight. There we go.
Still lingers in some of these
Another round for the books. Man, our stress is so high. It's funny because I said this formation doesn't, shouldn't have a problem with stress, but there is a limit to how much the Jester can do. Some of it is definitely tied to running the Abomination as a Fiend. If he was Unchained, he could be helping stress heal the party, and he generates a lot less stress, I think.
There are yet places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
Still got some pretty big stuff.
Rain, fire, and rot.
Stew pot
Is
bit
there no sanctuary
bit late
from this
for
madness?
bit late for that, but we now have medical gear as well. I guess we just pop that in.
Bolt it on and be off. The mountain will not be denied.
Ooh, we definitely need that pig. That's for sure. Buy a couple of cat food. Buy that clarifying poultice. No questions asked.
On the road to damnation.
Definitely want mortar and pestle. Definitely need a poetry book, but we won't need to spend that immediately. But let's get the pig going. Alright, who's got a bad negative trait? Nervous is probably fine. Toonhammer, Pillager, oh yeah. Well, let's start with... Get out of there. Torn rotator cuff. Why are we getting +2?
Improvement. A new variable.
Oh, because of the Tangle book, which we're not heading to. So his speed will be 3 base. So we will knock him down to 2. Put that in.
Reconfigure. Meet each
So now his
challenge on its own
will
terms.
end up being 2 when the stagecoach buff doesn't apply anymore. I guess we actually just pull that out.
Any advantage
both
is
road
a good
gear.
thing.
That's actively bad for us right now. We'll keep that as well.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer
Grab one
has
more of that.
meaning.
We'll actually grab both of these apples and
Indeed,
cheese
it
just to
ever
have them.
did.
We're going to see a bunch of field hospitals, which does make me kind of regret investing this much, but just like having my party be happy with each other is a little bit more important. Bunch of erudite guys right now. It's kind of funny. Yeah. I don't want to use the General's Dream. It's not really a good fit for this party. Alright.
One learns quickly when survival demands
Let's upgrade some stuff here. We could be using Endure to help manage the stress, but it doesn't feel like that's what I want to be doing. Sepsis was definitely a good upgrade. We'll give Finale its upgrade, because that does feel pretty relevant. I do think I need to bring Burning Stars in at this point. As much as I like having the corpse clear from Demon's Pull, I don't think I can afford to have that little outbound damage. Particularly since, like, my Flagellant, or my Abomination really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot against the Librarian. We may not even be fighting the Librarian at this rate, because it does not feel like we do very well. I do like the idea of upgrading Rake. Rake is quite fun. And maybe upgrade this. Reduce the incoming stress. It doesn't it doesn't help it a lot though. We'll upgrade Manacles. So now the question is, do we want to grab any of this stuff? So right now we have Luxury, Road, and Medical. And we kind of want this because we want the extra stuff from Mortar and Pestle. So no, we don't do anything. Alrighty, that'll do it. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one.